Hi guys, welcome back to a different type of video from me, and that is one that we are looking at, a book here. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce the author's name, so very much apologies for that. He is French, and I don't want to ruin it, so I will give you all the credit in the world there. But what I wanted to do was a quick kind of mini unboxing of this Halo, a space opera from Bungie book. It's a hardback, very big, thick, wedge beefy book, and I'm entirely honestly with you, I don't know what this book covers because there's no real synopsis anywhere. It's not even out in the UK. I've had to order this from America. Luckily, for some reason, I got it at the same retail price. I didn't have to pay import prices, which is kind of weird. It is supposed to be coming out in the UK later this year. At £32.90 or about $40 in America, and I'm really sad actually because it was ordered through Amazon. It's come smashed up. There was not really any packaging inside to protect it. I'm surprised it's not smashed up much worse than that. So I am, because this is a collector's thing, you can see some scuffing on here and there's marks all over it really. As this is a kind of a collector's piece for me anyway, I will have to return it. But I wanted to give it a very quick look before I hopefully manage to find one in the UK in a couple of months' time, because I like the idea of it. Essentially, what this should be as we open it up, noting that it's actually already partially opened and ripped anyway. So we are doing that just to check the damage, of course. As you can see, actually it's really bad for a collector's piece. You know, you're paying £40, £35 for a book. $40 for a book. You expect it to come mint, and unfortunately this one is not. I love the art style. I don't know who created the art style, but it does look pretty beautiful. Forward here by Marcus, and also on the back. Basically, what I think this is a bit of a documentary in the generic sense of all things Bungie related. Halo, obviously. So they've got interviews from the creators, Alexander, Marcus and Marty, and kind of pieced together a lot of information from those original times. I don't know if there's any pictures in the book. I would love there to be a lot of pictures in the book just from those old times, but I have a feeling we're not going to get it. So contents, part 1, the origins of Halo. I assume that talks about Macworld and all those good things when Microsoft came in and took over. And then we talk about the game universe and the setting. That's kind of going to be the beefy, chunky part for me anyway. And then part 3 is the analysis, where I believe they talk about the gameplay and some of the mechanics and kind of really go into depth in those terms. Probably historically as well, what it meant to first-person shooters. At least that's what I'm hoping. And then a few small bits at the end. Where are they now? So what happened to the creators? This is very new, so I'm hoping it does talk post Destiny days, but I'm not entirely sure. And then a conclusion where I guess the author wraps up things. Now, if we flip through, it is a lot of just words. There is no pictures in here, which is fine, but it would have been nice to see some clippings, maybe some press releases from the day, or you know, some events, and had some pictures of the events or the working conditions and environments. But it does seem very in-depth. It's a fairly small font here, and it's almost 400 pages. So, in fact, if you include everything, it's well over 400. Well, it is 400 pages, actually, exactly. So pretty big here, pretty awesome. It would take me quite a while to get through, but I'm very interested in a lot of this. It talks very in-depth about the story. As I'm flicking through here, I can sort of see we're talking about the universe and going right back, covering everything that Bungie ever put together, basically. And yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I'm just sad that it won't be part of this purchase. So just at a quick glance here, it does specify here when they get onto the third part, talking about the analysis of Halo, sorry, part 2, talking about the Halo universe. Again, it just re-specifies this is just the Bungie games all the way up to Halo 3. because that is kind of when Bungie moved on. I assume there's a lot in there about Reach as well, but obviously that came out after Halo 3, but was covering ground story-wise before Halo 3. So I'm hoping it covers some of that. Well, pretty sure it does, because it goes right back here to the precursors, right back in the beginning, and the Forerunners. Yeah, I would love... This kind of wraps it up. Instead of reading like 100 books, you can kind of flick through some of this and just pick up bits and pieces. It talks about the technology of the humans, what they had: transporters, cruisers, warships, frigates, destroyers. Yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Chapter 5 here, the Spartan program, or Spartan 2 program rather. Interesting that they don't talk about Spartan 1s. But again, I get my timelines muddled up to what Bungie created and what 343 brought in after the fact. But yeah, really, really excited to read this. Here we're talking about Harvest. So kind of covering a lot of ground here. And I am extremely excited to read through this and desperate to send this back and get another more locally found version, so I don't have to risk it getting damaged. Spartan 3 program, going right through here to the Reclaimers. So I appreciate this is just a lot of text on a video, so I won't bore you any longer. But if you were interested in this book and couldn't find anything much details about it, whilst I haven't really read it, it does look very in-depth, not just about the Halo universe, but how the Halo Bungie games were made and what impact that had on the gaming first-person shooters genre as a whole. So yeah, hugely recommend this, and I haven't even read it yet, so that has got to say something. And oh, look at this. So even shouts out here. I don't want to say everybody that worked at Bungie, but oh, this is the Where Are You Now bit, but seems to be hitting a lot of the big players here. So it's obviously not everyone, because it was such a massive team towards the end, or throughout the life really. But I'm quite interested to see where they went after they left Bungie. So yeah, very interesting. I'm very excited. Kind of run out of things to say because I haven't read the book yet. But oh, see, yeah, we're going back to Marathon days here. So covers Bungie as a whole and what led into Halo. Yeah. Anyway, if you maybe you might not even seen this. You might be a Halo because it's not an official 343 product. It is a self-made kind of documentary style book. Independent is the word I'm looking for. You may well not have even known about this, but for the price, for the quality, I don't know much about the author. It says here he worked for France Xbox, so is probably well versed with Bungie and Halo from those days. In fact, he was the community manager for Bungie before going on to his current role as editor-manager of Xbox France. So there you go. He obviously knows his stuff and has been able to get his contacts probably quite easy there for this book. So go and pick this up if you're even slightly interested and a Halo fan, and I will maybe do a more in-depth look once I've read it through later in the year. Anyway, I will catch you in the next video.